Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. We've got a top 25 showdown in this one, both teams with an opportunity to get a statement victory. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. And they desperately wanted to attempt. decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Here comes the offense on first down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Second down. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Georgia comes quickly to the line. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the catch. It's Smith. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3-and-outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4-and-out if they don't convert. On fourth down, looking for the completion. He's got him, and they convert.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
To the air, it's Beck. They're trying to get to it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and they're forced the incompletion.
He'll just keep slinging it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Got it! They will score! Touchdown, Georgia! The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes courtesy of the big play, covering 61 yards on the touchdown pass. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. for a first down play. They'll start this drive with a pass. Trying to make magic with his feet. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Offense gets set for second down. Quarterback checking off. Looking to pass on second down. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Looking to throw, it's Milroe. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. And it's picked off. He couldn't quite get loose on that return. He'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. That throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
On the move. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And a great job by the linebacker. You can tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. With jet sweep pass. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster.
That's the end of the first quarter. The score, Georgia 7, Alabama 0.
They'll line up for the field goal try as we start the second quarter. And this will be a short one from about 21 yards out. Splits the uprights, it's good. Wait just a second, there is a flag on the play. If this is on the defense, it could be a first down. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The offense set for a first down play. To the air, it's Milroe. Now he's going to break the pocket. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Looking to throw on second down. Lets it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Quarterback checking the play. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. This one's complete. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Trying to get to it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Looking to throw it again. Dances away. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
They've got some work to do on this third and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going up top. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. He wants to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. 2nd and 10 here. To the air, it's Milroe. Fires left. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Slings it downfield. Makes the catch. And he was thinking 6, but that D knocks him down at the 2.
Really nice discipline by that receiver against man coverage, because you know that throw is going to be contested with a defender in your back pocket. He fights back to the football. He fights through contact and shows really strong hands on the catch.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown time! Lining up to add another. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
They make the stop, but the sweet moving catch is ready to give them a first down.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Pocket starts to collapse. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. After the misfire, now on second down. Dropping back, it's Beck. Firing to the right, complete. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
He'll throw on third down. Caught close to the marker, it's Smith. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Defense is about learning the plays. Third down, what do they like to do? How do they do it? So far, the offense having a little bit of success, but the defense now, you got to figure out what they're doing.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Georgia.
They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. He's going to pass. Feeling some heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
On second down, looking to throw. And the blitz gets to him just like that. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. It's caught downfield.
Well, this offense is giving a lesson right now on how to fight through adversity, because first and second down was everywhere. But they come up with that huge completion to now set up a manageable fourth down opportunity to keep this drive alive.
He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Here comes that Alabama offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get it, stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Here comes the offense on second down. Quarterback will audible. Back to throw, it's Milroe. On target to the left. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Alabama may always be built on the run, but these days they elevate with a high-flying pass game.
And great coaches evolve, and we've seen the evolution of this Alabama offense over the last several years, and it's not just run, it's not just eat.
Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they light up the scoreboard, covering 65 yards on that touchdown pass. He'll call for the fair catch here. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
He just couldn't hold his water long enough in the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. First down for this offense. He's looking to pass. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Back to throw, it's Beck. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go route, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough. They get run by, he makes the catch, and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top, because this guy's speed is a problem.
Snaps it in the shotgun. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
No good. That keeps the score. Georgia, 19.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's not going to make it to the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 17. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Wants to fire on second down. He'll get rid of it. Complete to the left. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Catch in the middle. It's Miller.
Yeah, and you got to love those matchups. When you get a running back matched up on somebody else, it's never going to be a cornerback. That's not going to happen. So finding a good matchup, getting that speed isolated. Now I'm going to go attack and make some plays.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Up by one, they'll try to get the deuce and make it a field goal edge. Pushes toward the goal line. Dives into the end zone for the two-point conversion. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper coming on that 48-yard touchdown dart. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it to the right side. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it. And now it's just going to be a passing game.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Quickly out to the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him too?
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan limiting him so far. That's only his 2nd catch of the game.
On 3rd down, going up top. Skips away from pressure. And he'll just get rid of that one. You want to talk about a decision that could blow up in your face. Going for it inside your own 40. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Finds his man and they convert.
That's a 1st down for the offense. That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Alabama 22, Georgia 19.
First down to start the drive after the break. To throw, it's Beck. looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth. On to attempt the try. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. Curious call. Here's a lineup for an onside kick with the lead in a one-possession game in the fourth. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He'll throw it. Finds his man. It's Williams. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. He caught it. Touchdown, Alabama! And they've moved out front here in the fourth. He makes this one, the lead will be 3, and at least a field goal won't beat you. And it's good, and he pushes the lead to 3. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense starts with a short field. To the air, it's Beck. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
What a play by the defender there, guys. In his own end zone, the offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just 1 step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Brings up 3rd down.
What they would give to help their kicker out with a few yards on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 55-yarder. Motion from the offense. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And after that incompletion on 3rd and long, because of where they are in the field and because they have a narrow lead, you'd expect this team to just go ahead, kick the field goal, and take the points.
Down of possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. Fast motion from the offense. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He's got it, and they convert. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that is how you bring it. You see the ball, you go get it right now, and you bring the wood with some bad intentions.
Back to pass, it's back. Got his man quickly. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. And the Dogs are moving quickly down the field. Give to the single back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
And on that play, the offense called 4 verticals. They had 4 guys running down the field trying to take a shot. Quarterback's got to get the ball out on time. 1, because you're going to have to fit that football in between a safety and a DB. And obviously, 2, you got to beat the pass rush. Can't hold on to it on 4 verts.
And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. All tied up, just over a minute to go, guys. Still plenty of time for a finish. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're efficient and avoid mistakes.
Yeah, and those 2-minute drills, you always talk about the first down, Jesse. Get that first down, stop the clock, get some momentum going on offense.
Yeah, and good decision-making by the quarterback, too, right? You don't have to be greedy in this situation. Just take what the defense gives you and get yourself in position to win.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Getting some heat. Pressure coming. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, they're trailing in this game late. The defense knows it, so they're playing for pass. 2 plays ago, they get the sack. This time, they force an incompletion. Not a lot the offense can do here to catch them off guard. They're just going to have to make a huge play here on 4th down.
Tie game here late in the 4th. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
It's the plays like that that are going to end up defining and deciding this game, right? It's tight. Tie game, 4th quarter. Someone is going to step up and make a game-changing play, and the defender did right there.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They're in a perfect situation here, David. Just make sure you drain the clock and you have the last play.
100%. You can't lose. That's how you want to do it. Bleed the clock, get in a position, Jesse, where you kick the field goal and the clock's hit 0.
It just comes down to which plays that you can run in your sleep here. Easy things you can go out and execute to give your kicker the best shot at winning this game.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, Georgia.
This kicker's leg is getting a workout. He's already made 3 field goals, and here he comes again. Already 3 for 3 tonight. Stay perfect and become a hero. This one was a lot like a tennis match, back and forth, up and down, and they just couldn't quite score enough and get the key stop to get the win.
And defenses have changed, right? It's not about limiting to low points anymore, but you got to find ways to create turnovers and get that ball back to your offense so they can do their damage. Defense just needed to create a few more opportunities.
I think it just came down to individual effort on the defensive side of the football for this team. Somebody needs to step up in big moments in big games and make the play to win. We didn't see it happen today.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. Today, we have a top 25 matchup on hand with two of college football's premier teams preparing to slug it out. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Longhorns will kick it away to start us off.
Texas.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchdown. The offense will have... First time out of the half.
Timeout, Alabama.
Line gets set, first down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking downfield, it's Milroe. He's going to go for a big one. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be second down.
Love the competitive nature by the defender on that play. That's just a 50-50 ball, and that defender swatted it away.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. He's looking to throw. That's caught. It's Miller. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. On 4th down, going to the air. Going to take a shot at this DB. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on down.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Offense set on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got him downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Longhorns will hustle to the line. Going up top on first down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. Back to throw. It's Ewers. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's caught. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post, right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Now on 2nd down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Law. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into the game.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. After the short completion, it's now 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Milroe. Makes the grab on the left. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. Every good quarterback is first a game manager. At Alabama, that used to be sort of a label of derision, but now a shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown Tide. Ready to try the point after. Smashes it through for the PAT. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Burn Orange burning some secondaries, working this guy down the field.
Yeah, and making those big plays down the field. Texas, when you think about great teams, you think about explosive playmakers, making those big plays, keeping the...
Gonna take a shot. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Texas! A great catch and run for 6.
Man, there are times a quarterback and receiver just have the unspoken language. He's lined up to the left side. He's looking down. There's nobody in the middle of the field. The quarterback kind of just winks at him and says, I'm throwing you this post. You go get it and go score a touchdown. Man, that is exactly what happened.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Colin.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Quarterback checking off. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Looking to throw, it's Milroe. Quarterback extends the play. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's Williams. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. Throws to the wideout. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with a 1st and 10. They're bringing heat. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. The play action fake. Quickly complete. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Looking to pass. It's Milroe. Coming after him. Got his man. They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Texas 14, Alabama 7.
They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama!
In the end zone.
He'll try to tack on one more. Right down the middle. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. All tied up, just about set to kick it away. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Wide open, he makes the catch. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Longhorn! And once he got loose, it was all over.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fair catch called for and made. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
They pushed it out to the 39 after picking up 5.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Dropping back, it's Milroe. It's complete on the right side.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. It just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Now the play fake. They're trying to get to him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Quarterback checking the play. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Caught over the middle. It's Law. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. The Tide with the 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Trying to get to him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
There's a good example of how pressure on the quarterback can affect his accuracy. There was no way that ball was being completed.
He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference. 3 yards, 1st down for the offense after that penalty. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Right on target this time. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And now a chance to pull even 1st and goal as we get late in the first half. Touch pass on the right. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's on the outside, and it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to pound their way in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. And this one will be stopped for no gain. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Texas offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
The Longhorns will have a first.
I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Looking for a man. It's Ewers. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
This time it's complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
I really like this slot receiver, and I understand he's not the biggest guy in the world, but he just runs really good routes, and he's always under control. He can run option routes. He can run double moves. He does a great job cutting, and he's dangerous after the catch. A nice weapon to have work in the middle of the field.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Pick up of 5. It'll be 3rd down and 5.
A lot of times defenses blitz to stop the run. This very play right here. Blitz the linebacker, but man, the offense did a great job. Everybody understood what they saw. Running back understood. Pick up a nice positive gain when they were trying to get a blitz and maybe create a tackle for a loss.
They want to throw it. Pocket starts to collapse. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires and picked off. Takes it the other way. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run. And the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Wants to throw. It's Ewers. Fires to the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's held.
And look, defenses obviously have to play man coverage in different situations of the game, but you've got to wonder if this defense wants to keep playing man after giving up that big play.
And the Longhorns with the 1st and 10. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
They'll try to tack on an extra point here deep in the game. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run.
Texas.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Going to try to get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Looking for a man. It's Milroe. Feeling some heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Great job of timing the blitz and calling it at a perfect moment when the offense was going to drop back and throw. They're able to get to him. affect his accuracy, and it falls incomplete.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw for it. Tight end getting vertical. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Miller. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He'll take a shot. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath, because in the 4th quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you. And that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like, forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
He'll take another shot here. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. A 3rd and long coming up here. Quarterback will audible. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He puts some heat on that one down the middle. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Wide out in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. Defense takes a timeout with 30 seconds remaining. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw, it's Milroe. Getting some heat. He's got it on the move. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Defense will use a timeout. 22 seconds remaining in the game. If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat in this one. 3rd and goal. Quick pass on the jet motion. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
How about that? You don't see those, touch passes go for negative yards very often. Usually this is a short clip that counts as a completion that goes a long way to the defense. Aggressive. Saw it, pulled the trigger, came outside, made sure he didn't get outside and get to that edge. Nice job by the defense.
Trailing and getting deep in the game. They'll go for it here on 4th and goal. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And this could prove to be the biggest play of the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Wants to go up top. It's incomplete, and they